Hi, I'm Cameron Hens here at Ola High School. We're going to be doing some of our 4x100 meter relay passes and drills today. All right, the first thing that we're going to do for our 4x100 team is we have our runner number 1, which is Cody, raise your hand. Runner number 2, which is Q, raise your hand. Okay, runner number 1 always keeps the baton in their right hand and they stay to the inside part of their lane. Runner number 2 will receive the baton in their left hand and they stay to the outside portion of their lane. Alright, so once we've established who's runner 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, what we'll do first is we'll do our stationary handoffs. Okay, so what we're going to do is the back runner is they're just going to keep their feet still. Back runner is going to say pump. They're both going to start pumping their arms. When the back runner yells stick, the front runner, runner 2, is going to reach his hand back as far as he can. He's going to make a little cup with his hand. All right, that's important. Okay. Okay. One important aspect of the handoff is we use what's called a punch. Okay. So all Cody did was just extend his arm to pass the baton. That's called the punch. All right. Now that we have all 4 runners together, runners 1, 2, 3, and 4. All of them take their lane responsibilities. Runner 1 to the inside, 2 to the outside, 3 to the inside, and 4 to the outside. Remember, runners 1 and 3 carry the baton in their right hand. Runners 2 and 4 carry the baton in their left hand. They both stay to the outside part of their lane the whole race. Okay, so we're still doing our stationary handoff drill. Runner number 1 is going to tell the front guys to pump their arms. Everybody's going to pump their arms simultaneously, and they're going to pass the baton to the front. Go ahead. And then they'll repeat that cycle several times. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do, as far as the passes are concerned, we're going to get all 4 guys together, and all they're going to do is they're going to jog a lap, maybe 2 laps around the track, passing the baton. The key thing is here is they stay in the correct part of the lane, which is inside, outside. All right, so go ahead, guys. Nice and slow. Once it gets all the way up to the 4th runner, he's going to put the baton, he's going to hand it back or place it on the ground, and then the last runner can pick it up. Alright, the next drill that we're going to do is I just simply call it jog sprint. And what we're going to do is we're going to have our runners pair up. They're in their correct part of their lanes. The back runner is going to tell the front runner to jog. When they get to the small triangle on the track, that's the acceleration zone. Triangle to the big triangle. The front runner is going to tell his partner to sprint. Okay? At that time, they will both sprint through the exchange zone, which are the 2 big triangles, where they will pass the baton full speed, hopefully. Okay? Once that second runner gets the baton, they're going to take off out of the exchange zone, about 10 meters, just a quick burst. All right? Go. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get some full speed passes here. Now we got runner number 1, which is Vic. He's down there ready to pass to runner number 2, which is JoJo. JoJo's already has a predetermined mark, which they've practiced. So he's going to start from the small triangle. Always start from the small triangle, which is the acceleration zone. He's going to count off his steps, heel to toe, from the inside portion of the lane. All right, he has a piece of tape. Once he gets to the predetermined mark, he's going to put his tape down. After he puts his tape down, he's going to come back to the acceleration zone, and he's going to get set to take the handoff. All right. If he's runner 2, he's going to be receiving in his left hand. So he's going to go ahead and take the outside part of the lane, which he's already in. Victor is already in the inside part of the lane. Okay? The mark is there, so when JoJo sees Victor get to the mark, he's going to take off full speed, and the race is on. Now, for practice purposes, he's not going to be running a full 100, but in the race, he is. So for practice purposes, we want to be receiving the baton within a couple steps of the exchange zone. That'll translate after he's running a full 100. He's going to be a little bit more gassed than he would be after running a 50. So if he was running a full 100 during the race, he should be getting it up about right here midway is where we want him to get it. All right, go ahead. Look good. All right, so after we do that, what we're doing is we're going to have runners 1 and 2 down on the first exchange zone, which is right here, and then runners 3 and 4 would be on the opposite side of the track getting their passes. Once runners 1 and 2 get several good handoffs, and 3 and 4 get several good handoffs, then runners 2 and 3 are going to meet down here in the second exchange, and they're going to get their passes. Runners 1 and 4 would go work on their starts at that time. All right, last thing, the primary reason that we want to have our lane responsibilities is, especially when you get into high school, collegiate, and professional level, you're going to want to make sure that you cut off as much time as you possibly can. When it comes to the 4x1, tenths, hundredths of a second are going to count. All right, so the reason we stagger it, like many teams do, is you're not going to be reaching across your body trying to hand a baton off. Everything's going to look smooth, and their shoulders are going to be perfectly in line. So that's why runner number 1, which is Q, he's staying to the inside. JoJo's runner number 2, he stays to the outside. You got to teach your athletes to remember that responsibility, not drift to the middle, stay to your portion of the lane. All right? Go ahead and give him one little stationary handoff. Okay? Never reaching across your body. Everything's in a straight linear line. That's going to cut off a lot of time for you.